G'day, my name's John Chatterton. Over the past 40 years working with problem horses, I've come to the conclusion that most loading methods I have seen are teaching the horse, don't go near that float, there seems to be too much pressure near it. There are many methods to load a horse, but they all seem to be dominating the horse to go into the float. I see this every week when I give handlers a hand to load their problem horse. For some reason everybody wants to hold that lead up short and try and pull their horse in. I think it started off where when we were young the instructor said, don't let him get away with that, you make him do it. So we've had this attitude that we have to be bigger and stronger than the horse and make him go into the float. Pulling on their head just makes the horse very resentful and slowly learns to go into fight mode. You can't drag your horse into the float. I normally find a lot of these horses, by the time I get to give the handler a hand with this, the horse has really learned to fight and really throws his head up and runs out backwards. Another method I see a lot of is swinging the lead to drive your horse forward. This is a form of intimidation to the horse. I constantly hear people talk about leadership. How can you be their leader when you're trying to drive your horse out of your space by swinging the rope? I prefer to take the lead and encourage my horse to follow and build his confidence to walk into the float rather than swinging the lead at him. And of course the good old bum rope. It's still used a lot these days. I often hear people say, oh, my horse is not too bad to load, I just show him that bum rope and walk around the back, I don't even have to use it, and in he goes. But to me that's not training, it's all just a form of intimidation to overpower the horse to make him go into the float. It also teaches the horse a lot of bad habits, how they swing off to the side and end up sort of running backwards and often getting so upset they end up taking off, and all you do is end up with rope burns. Looks like he looks pretty peaceful down the paddock there where there's no pressure. So we started off trying to pick up feet to walk the horse in. We've tried a lot of pushing and pulling. We then went to a bum rope and then swinging the lead to encourage a horse to go in. And then when all else fails, of course, the famous dressage whip. I nearly forgot about it. And this really puts pressure on a horse. People say to me, oh, it doesn't hurt him, we just tap him on the bum. But when the horse is not allowed to practice the flight instinct, he gets very agitated about it. The only way you can teach a horse properly is to allow him to practice the flight instinct and teach him where this comfort zone is. People tell me the horse is not scared, it's just very stubborn. But when you look at the horses, they're all very nervous and uptight inside. If you put a stethoscope on them, their whole heart will be bouncing up and down. Young handlers are taught to be more assertive, be high in the pecking order, and told don't let him get away with that, you got to be the boss. You can't be the boss, you got to be his best mate and teach him to lead and follow you.
Start lying towards the float, just keep walking forward. Good, that was nice, see? And just keep walking forward and get her to follow you into the float. Very good. Just think positive. You want to walk in the float. Keep feeding that lead out and keep walking. Keep walking. Good.
Positive and underneath the lead. Yes, that's the seat slide to your hand. And just think positive, keep walking, come on, speed up. Hey, come on, you've got a good old horse here tonight. Don't pull on the lead, just keep walking, don't hesitate. Keep walking, just thinking about it. Good.
Yay! Beautiful.